I am giving you a controversial topic alert. Hi, welcome to Learning Life. So glad that you are back this week, and I am giving you a controversial topic warning. I want to talk about cursive handwriting. Is it important anymore? It is a little controversial, especially in the educational realm, because you really have both sides of the argument about do we need to be teaching it, don't we need to be teaching it, especially in light of computers and technology and how many tests are taken on computers nowadays. And, I am not an expert on cursive handwriting, and so I am not going to really try to answer this question, but I will present my opinion, and that's just it. It's my opinion. You can feel free to shoot me. It's completely fine. But I do want to cover, cursive handwriting and what is it? We know it's the loops and the whirls, and some people talk about the fluency and how it's so much faster. Is it something that we should be spending time at schools anymore? I don't know. You look at some of the arguments and you're like, yeah, some of them are a little sketchy. Like over here in America, if you can't read cursive handwriting, you can't read the Declaration of Independence. Well, the same would go for any sort of the older documents that we have that were done in cursive. Okay, maybe not, but, people have typed out what is said, so we really sort of can read the information. So do we need cursive? But then you have the good arguments about how handwriting triggers different parts of the brain, and so if we're not really teaching the handwriting side, are we not activating different parts of the brain? I don't know. You see, I'm of that generation in Australia where we sort of started learning cursive and then they switched it and changed it to modified cursive. It was like printing, but we joined some letters. And so have I missed anything out as a life skill? I really don't know. My handwriting is fine. I can print really fast. I can do my modified cursive really fast that I'm joining. It's about a fluency issue. And maybe that's what we need to be doing. Just let's teach handwriting as a skill, whether it's printing or like joining some of the letters. I believe that we need to have it. I believe that we need to be fluent in our handwriting, that we need to be able to write out our lists or in longhand our creative writing stories or even our essays. I think that the handwriting as a skill is important, but does it have to be cursive? I don't know. I really don't think so anymore. And one of the arguments that I've heard time and time again is, well, if you don't know cursive, you can't sign your name. Guess what? I don't know full cursive, but I can sign my name. You can learn to sign your name. And as we look at any child's handwriting, it's all different. None of it all looks the same. They're developing their own style. They're going to develop their own signature. So is the signature issue really a question? I doubt it. And we've got technology. We really do. So many computers nowadays, tests being taken on it. You fill out the forms, you're typing it in, or even how many forms say print, or block letters. There's no form that says, please use cursive. If you don't use cursive, then we're not going to read this form. No, it's not that. So we really have to look at it. Is it now a generational issue? Our grandparents learned it, even our parents. And they're probably the ones that are more for it, whereas we're getting the younger ones who haven't, and it is something it's like, why? It takes so long to learn, and it takes so long to get fluent with it, when I've learned to type so much quicker. My opinion is handwriting is good. The fluency is good, but I really don't think that we need to be teaching cursive anymore because, I didn't, and I don't think that I have missed out on a life skill. But I'll leave it up for you to decide and maybe check out the sides of the arguments for yourself and come to that decision. Do you want your child to learn cursive or not? It might be up to you. I love games. I've said that before, and I love the way that they can reinforce learning. Pictionary is a great game because of the way that you're using your critical thinking skills and then trying to think and how do you visualize something. Well, they've come out with a new version called the Pictionary Frame Game. And this is actually great because it incorporates different ways that you can use it for our different learning styles. Using this frame, one of the things that you can do is you draw the clue with your finger and the other team same. They use the marker and they follow you to see what the clue is going to be to try and guess. So fantastic skill that way. You do have your standard draw your clue and the other team has to guess. So we're using our critical thinking and stuff. And then the third one is that you might draw in a way like a prop or something that goes with what the clue is, and then you use the frame and what's drawn on there to act out. So then the people have to try and guess. So fantastic, because they are incorporating the different learning styles. So well done. I think that this is great, and I think it's going to be something that you're going to have so much fun with. So the Pictionary frame game, why not check it out? There you go again. Okay, today's question is from Marie, and she asks, what's the first thing that I should do if I think my child is struggling with reading? Well, Marie, I really think the first thing to ever do with that is get your child's eyes tested. Sometimes it really comes down to the fact that they're not focusing properly, and that can have an issue then with tracking and really recognizing the letters. After that, talk to the classroom teacher and see what they think. Or if you're homeschooling, for those out there that do, then talk to your pediatrician about maybe getting an independent assessment of what could be done to see, are they really getting it or not. But really the first thing I would always say is get your child's eyes tested. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Please feel free to give me a thumbs up, to subscribe, spread the word, leave a comment, check us out on Facebook. If you've got any questions of log topics that you would like covered or answered, please, I would be happy to do so. So I look forward to seeing you soon.